Hey everybody, Patton here, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to focus on how to play Game Boy Advance games on the PlayStation Classic. There's many cores you can choose from, but I recommend either using MGBA or GPSP. I kind of like GPSP a little bit more. It seems like the compatibility is better, so you will need a BIOS file for that. The BIOS file is right here. It's GBA_BIOS.bin, everything lowercase. It has to be spelled exactly like this with the proper case or it will not work. The games we're testing today is Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. I don't think it gets enough attention, so we're looking at it. And Legend of Zelda The Minish Cap. To get these working, you will need Autobleem. The version I have here is 0.6.0b2 and Retroboot for Autobleem 0.8b. So let's get started. Our first thing we have to do is prepare our USB flash drive. It's right here. We're going to right click it and select format. You want to make sure your drive is formatted to FAT32 and the volume label will be Sony, all capital. Make sure the quick format option is selected right here, then hit start. If you have a larger drive, you may need a separate program to get that formatted to FAT32. I will leave that in the description. So the first thing we need to do is take our Autobleem files. We're going to copy all 4 folders here and just drag them onto the root of our USB drive. Now we're going to take our Retroboot files. Once again, we're going to highlight the 3 folders and drag them to the root. Once that's done, you should get a notification like this saying that the destination already has a file named retroarch.sh. Click replace the file in the destination. Now we just have to add our BIOS file and games. Go into the RetroArch folder, then down to system. This is where your BIOS files will go. So we're going to take the GBA BIOS.bin, drag it in here. As for the games, make sure you do not put them in this games folder. This is only for PS1 games you're going to be playing with Autobleem. Anything else you put in here will not work. So we're going to go to the ROMs folder. And in this folder is where I like to make different directories for different systems. So we're going to create a new folder. I'm going to name it GBA. And inside that GBA folder, I'm going to take my games, drag them in there. And it looks like we're all set. I'm going to safely remove the flash drive from my PC, place it into the USB drive controller port on my PlayStation Classic, and boot it up. So this is the main Autobleem menu. We're going to hit square to get into RetroArch. Here we have the RetroArch menu. Yours may look a little bit different from mine, but the process is still the same. I'm just using the Ozone theme for this. So the first thing we want to do is import the games. We're going to go down here to import content, scan directory, and then we're going to navigate to our GBA folder that we created on our USB drive. Once you're in that folder, just hit scan this directory and you'll see a notification at the bottom scanning the games that we added. Once you see the notification that the scanning is complete, you can back out to the main menu and you'll see we now have a Game Boy Advance playlist. And there's our 2 games. So first we're going to test out Legend of Zelda The Minish Cap. We're going to select the game and hit run, and from here is where you can select what Game Boy Advance emulator you want to use to run the game. Like I mentioned before, the 2 I like using are KM-GPSB and MGBA. If you decide to use MGBA, you will not need that BIOS file that we inserted before, but you will need it for GPSP. So I'm going to select GPSP. I think it runs games a little bit better. I'm going to select run one more time. Okay, we just woke up. We're Link. We can roll. And he screams when he rolls. I did beat this game when I was younger. I didn't do 100% of it. Oh, there's Zelda. We found Zelda and a blacksmith. Alright, we got the smith's sword. We have to deliver it to the castle. That's not for us. It's not our sword. So I guess we're going to the festival with Zelda. That's cool, but first, this chest. Alright, 20 rupees. That is great. Okay, there's Zelda over there. We're going to take a shortcut. Wow, was that flip necessary, Link? Really, you're just trying to show off now. Here we are, the town of Hyrule. I live right next to it. This reminds me a little bit of Chrono Trigger. I don't remember this part. But as you can tell here, everything looks awesome. It sounds great. It's being emulated very well, perfectly. I do have bilinear filtering activated, so the game will look different if you don't turn that option on. The sprites will look a little sharper. I kind of like this dull look myself. It reminds me more of how the games actually looked on the system. So enough of that, let's go to Harmony of Dissonance. We're going to select GPSP one more time and run that. This game doesn't get enough attention in the Castlevania universe. I loved Harmony of Dissonance. It may be my favorite one on the GBA. Apparently this game takes place 50 years after Simon Belmont did his thing. I didn't know that. I thought this was a lot further down the line, but that's okay. We're juiced Belmont. One of the coolest of the Belmonts with the white hair and the dashing everywhere. I love this guy's dash. See, watch this. Look at this killer dash. He can go forward and backwards hitting the shoulders button. He's so maneuverable. Juiced is the best, and you can flip your... Looks like a broken pearl necklace whip. I don't remember that, but okay, still. Oh, what is this? We're just gonna go over that. It's not... I'm sure it's nothing important. Why can't we keep going? Oh. Oh. I guess that's why. Time to move, Juiced! Through here. Okay, well, he's not coming with us. There he goes. What an easy boss fight. Intense Castlevania action here. Why can't I get up there? Because I have to break that. There we go. Oh, there's something. A shield? Leather armor. Close enough. Took care of those bats without prejudice. Oh man, we got some holy water. There it goes. Oh, this one's got some armor. He's a hefty skeleton. And we got a level up. He must be dead. Yep, there he goes. I've been having this problem with tutorials lately where I don't want to stop playing the games. But there you go, Game Boy Advance games playing awesome on the PlayStation Classic. Remember, use GPSP or MGBA for the best results. So that's all I have for you guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.